My name is Sydney, Sidders and Soulhan_2, and welcome back to the Kent Coast Walk. You join me today by the seaside of Birchington-on-Sea on the Isle of Thanet, where we last time walked from Reculver to here. We'll be starting off by going around Apple Bay, and then we'll be going around Westgate Bay, then there's St Mildred's Bay, Westbrook Bay, and finally the Bay of Margate. I have got my Canterbury and Isle of Thanet, Herne Bay, Whitstable and Deal map today. Rightio, I think we should get going, shall we? It's quite a windy day today, so hopefully that won't interfere too much with our walk. Grenham Bay is just around that corner behind me, the last thing that we really saw last time. Let's make our way around this little bit of cliff, which should be Apple Bay. It must get quite stormy here, because you can see all the seaweed on the seawall. And none of the beach is really visible at high tide. It's all only accessible at lower tides. Have a look at this cool little set of stairs that we've just found. In a little tunnel. And that goes up to the street apparently. Look at that. Hello! It's so heavily fortified. You can tell there's been a lot of erosion here before they put these defences in. This is Apple Bay. Quite a sticky, inny bay, it goes quite far in. And over there, I think that's Westgate-on-Sea, which will be at the location of our next bay. At low tide, you can continue on along the beach from Apple Bay to Westgate Bay, but we didn't quite make it here in time. The water's a little bit too far in, so we'll have to take the alternative path, which is on top of the cliffs. It's not that much longer, but if you do get here at lower tide, you can continue walking along the beach. I'll also point out they have these cute little benches that they put inside these cubby holes all along Apple Bay. We've been making our way around Westgate Bay, although I'm slightly confused now, as I just saw a sign back there which calls this West Bay, but my Ordnance Survey map calls it Westgate Bay. So, not too sure what the title is, one of those two. We've got some lovely beach huts, and it is beautiful. You can see all the people on the beach, the sand. The tide is slowly coming in, I think. And we're just approaching a cafe called the West Bay Cafe. Very good views looking back the way we've come. And you can see pretty much the entire walk that we've done today so far. It comes with the name, though I didn't mention it yet, but we have left Birchington-on-Sea, and we are in Westgate-on-Sea, which is an entirely separate seaside town. Mum's just informed me that upstairs is a restaurant which is separate from the West Bay Cafe downstairs. The restaurant is called Finbar's Restaurant. But just to the right here, under this shelter, we found some wonderful pieces of art covering the entire wall. West Bay gets full marks from me. Bye bye West Bay, making our way around the incredibly windy headland to St. Mildred's Bay. Oh my goodness. Got a little bit splashed, crazy waves, don't want to get my camera wet. St. Mildred's Bay. St. Mildred's Bay has one of their own artsy hidey holes. Cute little rabbit. Cute little doggo, cute little giraffe, and a kingfisher. St. Mildred's Bay has its own restaurant called the St. Mildred's Bay. There's also another little cafe here, which I can't quite see the name of, but there it is. And a road. Oh, Millie's Beach Bar is what it's called. I see it on the windows. This is a really cool feature of what they've done to the coast here. There's a ramp going down to the beach, I assume for lifeboats or something. Yeah, you can see there. There's the ramp. But to get across it, they've built a bridge so that people don't have to go down. You just walk across. Let's make our way around the next headland, which apparently has a sunken gardens on it, towards Westbrook Bay. We are at Westbrook Bay at the moment, and believe me, that last section of music montage, there was sea salt spray and sandstorms, everything that could possibly try to destroy my camera. But I did my best to get the best shots possible. It is another lovely bay. They've all been lovely, really. And we will shortly be at Margate, the Bay of Margate, you can see just behind me there. With the Turner Contemporary is actually visible now. That's the end of that walk, that building there. Bye bye Westbrook Bay. do a flip around to the Bay of Margate, all in the same boat. Nice bit of artwork there. And little food area, or dancey area. And there's even a bus. Hawk and Co. Po' Boy. Garage Coffee. And the famous The Bus Cafe, well known in Margate. I can't imagine why though. Not like it's a super mega awesome bus that's also a cafe. Here we are at the world famous seaside resort of Margate, featuring many wonders such as seagulls, the bouncy trampoline jumpy thing, the entertainment roller coastery sort of place of Dreamland. Not that you can really see Dreamland from this side because it's mostly behind the buildings. And much, much more, including bouncy castles, sand, and water. Until very recently, they were filming an upcoming film here called Empire of Light, featuring Olivia Colman, which is crazy that she was here. They used to have on these, I don't know if you can see, but there's lines all the way along where all these poles are. They used to have these beautiful lights along the seafront, and people petitioned to have them stay here. But they were taken down, unfortunately, which is a real shame, as it creates such a lovely atmosphere to Margate seafront, and I hope that they do bring them back. But I'll be excited to see that film, as it's somewhere I'm so familiar with in Kent. I think this behind me here, you can see one of the buildings they were filming in front of. It still looks very like film setty-ish. Of course, being a seaside resort, you have arcades galore. Next to the famous Flamingo Arcade, made famous by Tracy Emin, we have Margate's Jubilee Clock Tower, built in the late 1880s, and is one of the world's last remaining time bells. Here's probably the best shot you're going to get of Dreamland today. You can just about see the top of the Ferris wheel. As we turn around the bend from the Bay of Margate, you see these perfectly stepped sort of sea defences. And these haven't existed for all that long. It's only within like the last 10 years that this was built. It used to look completely different, and that's quite a theme with Margate, is it's had this massive rejuvenation of the town that's still going on today. We're also passing the main historical centre of Margate. Behind these houses here and these houses are all the historical buildings and cafes and restaurants and shops. If you go down that road, you'll get to a quaint little square. Here is Margate's famous art gallery, the Turner Contemporary. First of all, we're going to go along the jetty. At the land end of Margate's jetty, they have got a visitor information centre. We're going to make our way along the inner side of the arm to the lighthouse at the end, and then make our way back along the other side. I'm noticing massive waves splashing over the side, so I hope we don't get wet. Whoa. Along the jetty, they've got these cute little art galleries and cafes, a pub, micro pub, music. There's the lighthouse. We're at the end. With the best view of Margate Beach. There's a statue of a lady made out of shells. I'm gonna make my way up to where the lighthouse is and see if we get a really good view from up there. We're gonna see how far along the top we can go without getting splashed. I don't think I'm gonna have my camera just out as the waves bombard us. But so far, so good. I think I'm gonna go down bottom just for my camera's safety. My mum's got along the top though, very brave of her. Well, we made it to the end. And that way is the direction we will be heading on our next walk. Right, so outside the Thanet Contemporary is where we will be picking back off next time for our walk from Margate to Broadstairs, one I am very excited for. There's lots of sandy beaches up ahead. Me and Mum are going to have a quick look around the old town, so if you want to see some clips on that, stick around. If you want to keep a little bit more up to date with me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to believe in the rainbows.